Hi, my name is Isaac Kotek and welcome to my studio. This is where it all begins. I'm an Ableton certified trainer and I've been working with high schools, colleges, individual trainers, students for over 7 years now. And I'm putting together all these different resources to help schools and institutions teach Ableton Live, and more than that, teach modern music production. How can we get kids or students engaged in what we're doing and engaged in music in a new modern context? Because they're out there creating this stuff on their own, and if we can make it as fun and as educational and specific as possible to helping them with their goals in making music, then it's going to just be a win-win all around and be really great for people. Now in this video, I'm going to show off one of my modules that I've created to help students learn Ableton and music production. The reason I've gone with modular-based learning is I find it's a very fast, efficient way to be able to teach exactly what the student needs or wants to know at their part of the process. Because I don't necessarily know where the student is when they come towards me. It depends on their age, it depends on if they've worked in other DAWs before, depends on if they're a musician by their own right, by playing guitar or not, and what their goals are. So I found that when I created all these separate little modular activities, it was very easy for me to figure out what they needed, load that up, and walk through that live set as well as all the different resources needed to teach them. And spending my time in creating this type of curriculum made it very fast, very easy to teach a wide range of people. Now I've made this modular-based learning in a very easy way for you to either go from beginning to end in terms of a classical class structure, where here are these logical steps that you're taking and you're going through it, or if you already have a music program or you're already teaching and you want to supplement it with some Ableton Live lessons or some recording lessons, then you can just load up those lessons that you need and put them into your core curriculum. So with any further wait, let's look at this modular class example, showing off just one small increment of the wide tapestry that I've created for the learning Ableton Live. And this one's gonna go over the creative use of warp modes. At this point, I'm assuming the student knows some basics around Ableton. They played around with loops, they know what session and arrangement view are, and all these different basics of the program. And now we're getting into how to creatively use these ideas in a way that you couldn't in any other programs, in a way that you couldn't with traditional instruments and DAWs, things like that. We're talking about stretching and morphing and sound designing through Ableton Live's warp mode. Not only is it a fun way to stretch and play with sounds, but it's also a really fun way to get to know the warp modes and the very basics of it and how you can use it. It's really the keystone of Ableton Live, of having all the things, all the timings fit together so that you can play samples that were super fast and super slow together in one cohesive mix. And it's a huge tool, very fascinating, and I think your students are going to love this activity.